Unit 6, Food and Cuisine, Strange Food from Around the World. Reading I. Match the words in column A with their meanings in column B. A. Ferment. E. To go through a chemical change. B. Squid. E. A sea creature that has a long soft body, 8 arms and 2 tentacles around its mouth. C. Witchetty. I. A large whitish wood-eating larva of beetle or moth. D. Myrtle. B. A bush with shiny leaves, pink or white. E. Congeal. IV. To change from a fluid to a solid state. F. Nutty. Versus having a flavor like that of nuts. B. The idiom, a bridge too far, in the text means, something that is too extreme. Match the following idioms with their meanings. A. Get out of hand. IV. To become difficult to control. B. Miss the boat. Versus to be too late to get what you want. C. Break the ice. I. To say or do something to make people feel comfortable. D. Cry over spilt milk. E. To worry over past events which cannot be changed. E. Look before you leap. E. To think about the possible bad results of an action before doing it. C. Complete the sentences below with the correct information from the text in not more than 4 words. A. Sometimes even having a food can give us the feeling of winning, when it is like taking a risk. B. When we travel we have the chance to try strange dishes which we even do not think of eating. C. The writer became disappointed while having fermented horse milk which was really bad. D. The writer's impression of the Japanese food is favorable. E. Many people think jellyfish is scary ones which Chinese turn into food. F. Snails become very tasty when they are fried with plenty of garlic and butter. D. Answer the following questions. A. Why does food become a challenge for people when they travel? Answer. Food becomes a challenge for people when they travel because they may encounter new types of food that they are not accustomed to or may have difficulty finding familiar foods. B. How is haggis prepared? Answer. Haggis is prepared by grinding up the less desirable parts of a sheep, such as the heart, liver, and lungs, and mixing it with mutton fat, oatmeal, and spices. The mixture is then packed into a sheep's stomach and boiled for several hours. C. When do you feel that you like shiokara? Answer. I feel that I like shiokara when the writer suggests that enjoying shiokara with good conversation can enhance the experience and make it more enjoyable. D. Where can people enjoy the bush food? Answer. People can enjoy the bush food in Australia. E. Why does the writer find it difficult to eat larger insects? Answer. The writer finds it difficult to eat larger insects because they require more than one bite to consume, which makes it challenging for him. F. Name the country where snails are served as the main dish. Answer. Snails are served as the main dish in France. G. What kind of food is bun ryu? Answer. I choose bun ryu because it is a flavorful and savory soup that incorporates a variety of delicious ingredients, including noodles, crab, pork, and vegetables. H. If you have to choose one of the foods from the list above, which one do you choose? Why? Answer. If I had to choose one of the food from the list above, I would choose snails, because it is consumed in Nepal too by the Taru community. Once I tasted it too. Fried snails are very tasty and nutritious. E. Which of the dishes mentioned in the text did you find the strangest of all? Give reasons. Answer. The dish that may be perceived as the strangest for me is shiokara, from Japan. It is a traditional Japanese dish made from raw squid mixed with salty, fermented squid belly. The combination of raw squid and fermented ingredients might be unusual and challenging for those who are not accustomed to strong flavors or unfamiliar with this particular culinary tradition. Grammar I. Match the sentence halves in I and II to make a complete sentence. A. I bought a raincoat and an umbrella. E. As the monsoon started. B. I won't be able to get to school on time. X. As I'm stuck in traffic. C. The Nepali cricket team is likely to perform well in this tournament. B. Because they have got the best coach ever. D. The construction company has deployed more workers at the site, IV, so that they can complete the construction in time. E. We've decided not to go on holiday this year, I, in order to utilize the time for planting paddy. F. The metropolitan city has planted trees at the side of the road, V, to reduce traffic noise. G. The flight had been delayed, V, because of the bad weather. H. We've put a table and chair in the spare bedroom, X, so that Samit can get to study in private. I. Nisha went to visit her sister, E, since she didn't have to go to her office yesterday. J. We had to queue for 2 hours, versus since the movie was a hit. B. Complete the text below choosing the correct connective from the brackets. The people at the fair were leaving because the lights were going out. The last 2 people in Dodgem cars also left as it was getting dark. The big wheel stopped as the merry-go-round had already stopped. The stalls closed down and the stall owners went home. At 2 a.m. 4 night watchmen walked round the funfair to see if there was anyone to be seen. I'm fed up walking around, one of them said. What can we do so that there is nothing we can do? We can sit and talk. They were bored because there was nothing to do on that quiet warm night. We can have a ride on the merry-go-round. One of them cried. That'll be fun. 3 of them jumped on merry-go-round horses. Since the 4th started the motor. Then he jumped on 2 and round they went. They were having the time of their lives. Suddenly they realized there was no one to stop the machine because all of them were on it. They weren't rescued till morning, so they felt very sick indeed. Writing I. We can prepare carrot pudding, gajar halwa, using milk, carrot, sugar, cardamom powder and ghee. The steps for cooking carrot pudding are given below. But they are not in order. Put them in the correct order. Ands. Step 1. Switch on the stove and melt ghee in a pan. Step 2. Add grated carrots and fry for about 7 minutes. Step 3. When the carrot turns slightly golden brown, add milk. Step 4. Cook this mixture till all milk dries up. Step 5. Add sugar and cardamom powder after the milk dries up. Step 6. Cook for 4 more minutes. Step 7. Turn off the stove. Gajar halwa is ready to serve. B. What is your favorite food? Write a recipe to prepare it. Mention the ingredients and the methods to cook it. Ands. My favorite food is rice pudding. Here is the recipe to prepare it. Methods. 1. Preheat the oven to 150 C, 130 C fan, gas 2. 2. Wash the rice in cold water and drain. 3. Put the rice in a heavy-based saucepan with the sugar and milk. 4. Scrape the seeds from the vanilla pod and add them to the pan with the pod. 5. Add the cinnamon stick and bring to a simmer. 6. Cook over a low heat for 30 minutes, stirring occasionally until thick and creamy. 7. Remove from the heat and discard the vanilla pod and cinnamon stick. 8. Pour into a serving dish or individual dishes and serve warm or cold.